Right, g'day guys, Klint here for dropshipdownunder.com.au. Today I'm going to be talking about dropshipping motivation. I was on a coaching call the other day, a really good coaching call with a bloke that was struggling a little bit to keep himself motivated. He gave me a few tips, but I laid down what I do to keep myself motivated. So with that, I'm going to share that as well with you guys. So let's get started. Right, so it's a bit of a jungle out there, guys. As you know, it's hard to stay motivated, especially when you're sort of out there tapping on the computer all by yourself. You know, people are sort of doubting whether or not you're doing the right thing. You don't have a ton of money to get started or start advertising, all this sort of stuff. And it can be difficult to stay motivated. So the only way I can tell you how to stay motivated is just sort of give you my insights on what I do, and hopefully you can sort of you know, take something from that. Whether it's right for you or not, you know, you can choose for yourself. But I've got three things basically that I focus on to motivate myself. I think motivation is directly linked to momentum. Okay, so that for me is really important, having solid goals. Okay, so I'm not talking about Lambos and mansion goals. Okay, I'm talking about your micro, your small and your medium term goals, and it needs to be locked down, written down and set in stone. Now I'm not going to go deep dive into this whole goals thing. I've done a couple of videos on this before, but what I find is if I'm ticking off my micro goals, like my daily goals and my weekly goals and my small goals, you know, my monthly goals, tick right, the momentum just keeps building and building, and the motivation continues to grow because you're seeing small incremental wins all the time. You're tapping off these goals, bang bang bang, tick. Okay, so have your goals written down, keep yourself accountable, and tick them off as you go. So have your daily goals, make sure you hit your daily goals, because that's where it's all at the end of the day, guys. That is the secret. I mean, there's nothing else to it. You need to tick off your daily goals. That means your weekly goals are going to get ticked off, which means your monthly goals are going to get ticked off, and the momentum and your motivation grows. Okay, the second one is your why. Okay, so don't say, yeah, I want $1 million. It's fucking stupid, right? Your why has to be so strong within you that it's different to your goals. Okay, your why is why you get out of bed in the morning. At the moment, your why might be because, you know, you've got to pay your bills, and again, that's money, but it's not directly linked to that. It's more to do with your family, more to do with your lifestyle, more to do with you know, a holiday that you're saving up for, or your dream car, or your dream house, or whatever. And obviously money has something to do with it, but that's just the vehicle. All right, cash is just the vehicle, but your why has to be so powerful to keep surging you forward, so you can look back at, you know, when shit isn't going exactly right, you look back and go, yeah, well, okay, this is why I'm doing it. Right, for me, it was to get out of Australia and live in Thailand, locationally independently, be able to work from a laptop and do business that I was interested in. Right, that's my why, and it continues to be that way. It still drives me, because if I don't continue to kick ass and take names, you know, I have to go back and, you know, think about normal business in Australia, or even a job, or God forbid, don't ever say that word. But anyway, yeah, but you understand what I'm saying. Your why, you need to think, whatever your why is, write that shit down, right? It's got to mean a lot to you. It might be like, oh, I just want to be able to pick my kids up after school, or take them to school, drop them off. I want to be there a lot more often. That might be your why. Your why, someone else's why might be, I want to travel the world and I don't want to be stuck down to this desk, right? I want to live life, I want to grow a business, and I'm happy to work hard, but I also want to do this and this and this. Okay, so whatever your why is, lock that down, and it's got to drive you, right? It has to be deep in your gut, and you feel it. You know what I'm talking about. But you know whatever you're passionate about, you know what I'm talking about. It's deep in your gut, and it's got to energize you whenever you're low, right? Number three, and this is for me, and it's probably not the best way to think, but it's kind of negative a little bit, but for me, the past, or maybe for you, your current situation, right? That for me, looking back at the past, and I was just had a little bit of giggle about it, you know, thinking about a job, or going back to Australia and having to run a normal sort of, you know, traditional business. for me, that's enough motivation to just keep going all day long, right? I mean, I can't, all I have to do is think back to, you know, having to run teams of sales agents all day in my old business. You know, driving around Sydney, driving around Brisbane, wherever I happened to be, wherever the office was at the time. And just thinking about just the grind, the 15-hour days, the bullshit I had to put up with, training guys up and they'd quit the next day, you know, the amount of time and energy wasted just on shit that I didn't want to do, right? And for you, it might be sitting behind your desk right now tapping away, or you might be a tradie on the fucking roof laying tiles and it's just 45 degrees and the boss is just whipping you, you know what I mean? The current situation has got to inspire you to do the extra hours after work, you know what I mean? Or your past, you know, look back at, you know, what's happened to you before, you know, look back and on the trajectory of your life, you know, back into the past, and look and say, look, if I continue this way, this is how it's going to be forever, right? Or you know, you steer your course and then you stay, and then you just go, right, if I continue to be motivated, that's not going to be the course of my life anymore. It's going to go this way, and then I'm going to go this way. Okay, I'm going to change my stars, so to speak, right? And that's where that motivation comes from, right? But for me, the past is a really big motivator, because I just hate it. I hate it, you know what I mean? And that just reminds me, get the fuck up, Klino, right? Get up and get moving. Otherwise, this is what's going to happen next, right? You know, it's sort of what I'm saying. I mean, we've done really well now, and everything's sort of, it's been quite a few years now, and our businesses are really established, and we're doing well. But, you know, you still need to get up every morning. You still need to push yourself to the limit, right? Otherwise, it starts to crumble away slowly but surely. Anyway, we could rant and rave on about this. I hope you got a few motivational tips out of that. You know, take what works for you, but you know, give what I said a go. I mean, it works for me. If you want to find out more about dropshipping, you want to find out exactly how to dropship the way we do it, check out dropshipdownunder.com.au. We've done a fantastic course over there just for Aussies. We've got coaching, all sorts of other bits and pieces over there, so check it out, dropshipdownunder.com.au. If you like the vid, give me a thumbs up, guys, and leave any comments. If you've got any thoughts about what I talked about today, yeah, hit me up. I'm happy to hear from you. And other than that, keep living the dream, and we'll talk again soon. Cheers, guys.